Life Stealer, but Life Stealer would mean that someone has to. I don't know who's gonna go off lane then, because it'll be. Because Life Stealer is
Death Prophet off lane, we've seen it
I
before.
mean, Life Stealer is a good way to deal with the tiny. But then again, there's the Wyvern there, so
Right.
Wyvern's like gonna make life miserable for the Life Stealer.
You know, I really like the Drow suggestion. Like, it's really bad against Tiny in the mid game, but you just beat them in the lane, right? Okay, Earthshaker is going to be the
so
pick.
someone got promoted to a core. I guess it's the Prophet, or maybe the Earthshaker is the core. Huh.
Sure. What does Earthshaker give you? That initiation that I mentioned earlier, or
Not
a
really
defensive stun, I
defensive
guess?
stun, yeah. Not really that tanky. Just team fight. Just so like team fight hero and someone that can. I mean, Earthshaker is pretty decent at lanes right now. I feel like you can actually play Earthshaker. You start with Stout Shield and you go to the lane and just tank some damage for the off laner.
Mhm.
Because you have more regen right now.
The passive base HP regen.
I mean, it does give them a lot of like ways of counter initiating against because like Wraith King and Tiny, you want to jump and start the fights. So Earthshaker can then see how things go, protect his team, come in with a big echo. I mean, it's a reasonable pick. Like I mentioned, like the last pick feels like I'm not sure what they want to go for. You know, it's like there's no clear good pick. So for Mineski, they see this, they can decide what they want to react to. Are they gonna be happy with the mid Tiny or carry Tiny and pick another good matchup against the DP?
I feel like 4 picks in Mineski is the one that's more advantage in the drafting position. They have
They have a lot of heroes they can pick. Like
Yeah.
maybe I don't know, Tinker can be good here, because they don't really have very good ways of
catching him.
Catching him. I mean, you can Sprout to give vision and all of that, but lane matchup wise,
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker.
Select your
They have
heroes.
CM Bloodseeker is a really strong combination, because when you pick CM, it means every lane is gonna be throwing out a lot of spells to harass the enemy team. Everybody's gonna be low. Then Bloodseeker will be thank you team. I'm gonna proceed and dominate my lane because of that. And obviously Bloodseeker is really good counter towards Death Prophet, because once you pop your ulti, you want to keep chasing and do damage. Rupture prevents that from happening, and he deals with the swap as well, because you can't swap your teammate because you take damage from Rupture.
And on the offensive side, think about what you could put the buff on. Put on Tiny. Just goes ham and kills even more
Yeah,
hero.
it's also pretty good synergy with the Wyvern, because you curse maybe like 2 heroes, then you set up for a Blood Rite.
Sure.
I think overall it's a pretty solid pick, a very good last pick there. Good synergy with their lineup.
5 seconds
Very
remaining.
good at dealing with the enemy lineup, as we mentioned earlier. It's great against Klings as well, because Klings you have to rely on the mobility to do damage and kill heroes in the fights, chasing around. So Rupture is gonna make life really difficult for him. So I think if Winstrike doesn't do well in the lanes, they're just gonna be run over. I feel it's very difficult for their heroes to
And what
to do what they want to do in the game.
and what's like the percentage chance of them doing well in the lane? Because I don't feel like they have winning lanes.
I don't even feel their lanes are better.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean their lanes are not that bad, because they have the Prophet, and it's going to be a support Prophet with Venge. So I think their lanes are quite decent. But Mineski's lanes are also CM and Wyvern. It means there's going to be a lot of spam with the Wraith King. So I think the Bloodseeker, there's a very good chance. Maybe they're gonna draw the other 2 lanes. I think all they need to is like just not lose the top and bottom. I'm not even gonna say they want to win the top and bottom lanes. They just need to like go 5-5, and Bloodseeker will just destroy the middle lane, because you're gonna get a lot of damage from the turf.
Well, you heard it here. Mineski game plan just to do okay in the lane, whereas Winstrike really need to dominate to have a chance, because their draft.
And on top of things, Mineski's lanes are actually not that weak. I'm just saying they don't really need to win their lanes to win the game. They just need to draw them and win the mid lane. But if you think about their side lanes, Wraith King and I'm not sure it's gonna. It could be Wraith King and Wyvern. It might not be Wraith King and CM. I think it could be either way. But I would prefer the Wyvern with the Wraith King, if you ask me, and CM with the Tiny.
So earlier you were talking about one of the builds that you go for Wraith King is you pick him an early Soul Ring for even more harass.
Oh yeah.
Would you do that with the CM on your team,
Nah.
or you skip it?
Not this game. I think the other reason you go Soaring is against mana burn, like Weaver, Phantom Lancers.
Right.
So you want to have that Soaring to always have your ulti up. But otherwise, I don't think you go for Soaring here. I think this game, Soul Ring is not needed on the Wraith King.
Yeah, the 800 gold is actually quite a bit of investment, and will delay your Blink Daggers and
This
whatnot.
game, I think you probably want to have
30 seconds to
Blade
battle.
Mail Blink. I think Blade Mail Blink sounds fantastic for me this game. If you're really rich, you can go Radiance. But I think otherwise the Bloodseeker will be the one to get. Like I think either one of these heroes will be buying Radiance. The other items that he could consider is maybe a Maelstrom. Maelstrom could be good this game too, because there's going to be a lot of treants. And we'll see rune battles here about to happen.
Seems like we're gonna see a 2-2 split unless
Prophet is running away though.
The
Like usually
battle
Prophet,
begins.
when you have Prophet, it means that you're going to secure the runes. But
yeah.
what Mineski did here is they brought 3 heroes bot to secure this area. But on the other hand, so they're going to lose the top area. So it's a draw, 2 runes apiece.
Yep.
So, and Japs is going to be the one staying bot.
Double Stout Shield on Tiny. Is this the standard now? Because mathematically, double Stout
It's
Shield
great
is
against, I think it's great against like summons.
okay.
Like the Prophet, he's expecting a Prophet lane. But Prophet is going to be bottom, so yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate for him. Stun immediately being dropped out here on Silent. Not gonna really kill or anything, just
Harass.
good harass, but
Good
he's taking way
harass.
more damage back.
This is the name of the game. They want to harass so that Moon on the Bloodseeker will be able to dominate instantly.
Okay. Oh, another stun flying out.
And look at
it-
this is so annoying with the. This is how you play the Wyvern support now. You don't get your Q. I mean Arctic Burn at level 1.
Yep.
You get your Splinter Blast on the off lane when you're playing with the off laner. Expand the lane out. Try to get level 2 faster than the enemy, and you do a lot of damage in the process.
I mean, the problem with Arctic Burn was that you use it once and you're just done for a
cooldown.
minute.
The cooldown
Yeah.
is so long. And top lane, the same thing is going to be done by the bench with the Terra. You Terra and you push out the wave, try to get level 2 faster. But the bench with the Earthshaker is not like a really scary lane.
Yep.
It's okay, but I don't think they'll be able to dominate the Tiny and the CM too much. I think Tiny and CM should be able to win this lane. And bot lane, I think, because they have the Prophet usually is going to be able to secure the lane, even though it's against the Wyvern and the Wraith King. The Wraith King is not getting CS. He's so far only gotten 1 creep. The Treant summon is just annoying. Ice here on the Wraith King a lot. So far, I think he almost used up all his regen.
Yeah, Ice already chewed through one of his mango, has 2 more. What we just saw there is an interaction that we're going to see a lot more this game, is that Silent using that strafe to dodge the stuns incoming from Ice. One of the big reasons why we see
You can also dodge the blast, the Splinter Blast.
Yep.
And
any kind of disjointable
Arctic Burn.
projectile.
Yeah, actually talk about it. Their lane is actually this lane is actually just gonna beat the Wyvern and the Wraith King, because you can just dodge everything with the strafe.
Well, I mean, one of the downside for the Clinks is that his mana cost is pretty heavy as well, so he can't really spam it too much.
But he's gonna get like stick charges.
Sure, yeah.
Like this is the way he's gonna get all this extra mana that he needs, even though he doesn't have the CM aura. So Arctic Burn spam. Wyvern's gonna be low on mana, so we'll see whether the Crystal Maiden decides to get 1 more point in aura next to help his team. I think it's quite a good option here when you always have the Bloodseeker on your team mid lane.
Yeah, we're going to see a Magic Missile start things up. Looks like DP does not want to follow through. Did not have the Soul Siphon, so a little unfortunate there.
Yep, so far still even Stevens here in the mid lane. 15 CS apiece on the DP and the Bloodseeker. The nerf is actually quite significant on the passive on the Bloodseeker on the last patch. He's no longer that strong anymore in the early phases. And DP with the Spirit Siphon, you can actually still stand toe to toe as long as the Bloodseeker doesn't get too much damage.
Yeah, the Silence are trying their best to actually stack on the damage, but
Yeah, you look at the HP, like everyone is quite healthy except for
Yeah.
the Klings right now. So the Bloodseeker is not getting too much damage from the passive.
the funny thing is that, like you mentioned, the laning stage is so important. A lot of these people are just...
Oh, top lane, a
Oh.
toss onto the range creep here. Well played by Mushi here on the Tiny, getting the first blood. Like
Looks
I
like-
said, this lane, CM Tiny is gonna beat the Earthshaker and the bench.
Looks like it was a run up and a toss back into the range creep, and that was a kill. Looks like we're going to see a port to the mid lane. Moon needs a little bit of regen.
Well, just TP here to salve him.
I mean-
that's a homie right there.
Yeah, laning is super important. He is going to secure one of the runes as well, so...
Oh my god. That is how important it is for the Bloodseeker.
Always
Because
want to
he couldn't
fly.
use the courier.
gonna get chased down, but he's gonna run up the hill.
So bounty runes coming up in 40 seconds. Seems he's starting to set things up here. You wanna like push out the wave so you can secure the bounty runes in a bit. But so far the laning phase, Bloodseeker and DP going even, and Mineski and Winstrike winning the top and bottom lane one apiece. Obviously bottom lane won by Winstrike and top lane won by Mineski. So quite an even game so far.
And that, going back to what you said in the draft, Mineski is okay with that, whereas Winstrike really need to win harder.
Yep. But we see Ice here using the skeletons here trying to